This is Bill, the IT manager. He feels confident that he has installed IT infrastructure monitoring tools to detect and diagnose any IT issues. But he doesn't have SendQuick. Until one fine day,
Why can't I click to purchase?
Hey, what's wrong with this network? I can't send this urgent email out. Where are you, Bill? What's wrong with our systems?
meanwhile at the cafe,
Bill, where are you? Don't you know the office is in chaos now?
Bill rushed back to the office to find out the problem from his monitoring tools. Server A is down. Now, who is on duty to fix this? Ah!
How come you are not aware of the problem? We receive so many complaints from our customers.
There must be a better way around this. Let's see. Aha! SendQuick. With easy installation, now I can receive information on potential issues right into my mobile device. Boss, there's been a network failure, but we discovered it early and the problem has been fixed.
Oh, is it? I didn't even know that was a problem. Keep up the good work, Bill.
SendQuick, be the first to know. For more info, contact us now. This is Bill, the IT manager. He feels confident that he has installed IT infrastructure monitoring tools to detect and diagnose any IT issues. But he doesn't have SendQuick. Until one fine day,
Why can't I click to purchase?
Hey, what's wrong with this network? I can't send this urgent email out. Where are you, Bill? What's wrong with our systems?
meanwhile at the cafe,
Bill, where are you? Don't you know the office is in chaos now?
Bill rushed back to the office to find out the problem from his monitoring tools. Server A is down. Now, who is on duty to fix this? Ah!
How come you are not aware of the problem? We receive so many complaints from our customers.
There must be a better way around this. Let's see. Aha! SendQuick. With easy installation, now I can receive information on potential issues right into my mobile device.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'll be starting our webinar in 3 minutes. Thank you.
Boss, there's been a network failure, but we discovered it early and the problem has been fixed.
Oh, is it? I didn't even know that was a problem. Keep up the good work, Bill.
SendQuick, be the first to know. For more info, contact us now.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for attending the Send Quick IT Alerts 101. Achieve better IT responsiveness to address issues and reduces downtime. Before we begin in today's session, I'd like to introduce first myself. I am Peter Paul Morales, Product Specialist from WSI, and I will be your host for today's event. But before we begin on our event, I would like to briefly share a short introduction on what is WSI. Our company, Wordtext Systems Inc., or WSI, has been in the business for 39 years as a pioneer and one of the leading IT distributors in the Philippines. We offer complete IT solutions for your business across industries, infrastructure, design, printing and imaging, security and backup, and communication, carrying more than 40 name brands. If you have requirements in the future, our main office is located in Makati, and we have branches as well in Cebu and Davao that is open from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. Or you may also send us an email at sales@wsifil.com.ph. For more information about WSI and the solutions we offer, you may visit our official website www.wordtext.com.ph. You can also find us through our official social media accounts. We encourage everyone to feel free to like, share, and follow our social media pages and be updated on the latest IT products and information. Lastly, we would like to introduce our e-commerce site www.WeSellIt.ph, the first pure IT e-commerce site in the Philippines for small and mid-sized businesses. WeSellIT offers a wide range of hardware and software brands. If you want to know more, you may reach us after this webinar or go to www.wesellit.ph. Before we dive into this session, here are some important reminders you need to know. This event is being recorded. If you have any questions, you may send it on the chat panel on your screen and we'll get back to you during our question and answer portion. Towards the end of this webinar, we'll be having a giveaway of Grab Food voucher, and for you to claim it, simply fill up the feedback form located at the link at the chat box. Again, thank you for attending our webinar. And to start our discussion, may I call on Miss Elizabeth Bayot, Sales Manager of Tolariax here in the Philippines, to present about IT alerts and notifications.
Hi, people. Thank you. Everyone can hear me. Yeah. Of course, thank you, WSI team, for giving me this opportunity. And then, of course, to our attendees, thank you. Despite of the bad weather that we have right now, but you chose to spend some of your time to us. So I will not go further. So I'll share to you my presentation, and then let's proceed to the main discussion. Is everyone see my screen?
Yes, Miss Beth,
Yeah,
everything's clear.
okay. Okay, to our attendees, again, good afternoon. So I will not introduce myself because people already did. So for today's discussion, we will be discussing about SendQuick. SendQuick is very broad, but as mentioned by people, we will be focusing on the IT monitoring system. So in a brief information, SendQuick is an omni-channel messaging. Omni-channel messaging, meaning to say we can send messages in different areas. So like for example, via SMS, via email, and of course, via social messaging platform, which is very in demand right now. So we can now send as an alternative way to send message like Viber, Line, WeChat, Messenger, and so on. So our main agenda for today, of course, I'll be giving you a brief information about the company business overview, Senquick customers or installed base customers that we have already, significant of SMS IT monitoring during this hard time, which is very important right now, during this pandemic, IT managers' responsibility, how downtime affects everyone, Senquick IT monitoring uses and cases, how IT alerts help businesses, and of course, some key features that we have, and then I will do the summary to you. And then later on, please list after the discussion, please list down all your questions and we will be answered. We will be having the question and answer and we will be answering all your questions. So, Senquick is founded, actually Terrariax, but we're planning to change just a trivia to Senquick, which is our brand name. So, we're founded in 2001. So, we've been 20 years in the market, not only here in the Philippines, but even in other countries. So our programmer is more on located in Singapore. We do have also in Malaysia. So we fully develop our system. And of course, we have one remote office in USA. So for you to be able, for us to be able to ensure the consistent of technical support to all the customers, we have the 24/7 help desk support. So as mentioned a while ago, we focus on three areas of messaging. So via SMS, via email, and of course via social messaging platform. And then we've been successfully implemented more than 40 countries worldwide, which we cater international. We're an international company, so we have more than 3,000 installations already. So just for your reference, maybe you're asking us, do you have already the installed base here in the Philippines? So we do have a lot already. So these are the installed base that we have already, not only here in the Philippines, but even in other countries. But for the Philippines, these are the selected Senquick customers that we have. So if you're familiar with Dito Telecommunity, is one of our newest telecommunication, one of our newest telecom, which is our client already. Most of the one of the biggest construction company, which is the EEI Corporation, Mega World, even in the hospitals we do have as well, which is very in demand right now and very in need in terms of the notifications. And of course, Anflocor, we do have also Cebu and Davao. So if you have any branches in Cebu and Davao, we can accommodate as well. And then of course, Meralco, which is our biggest supplier for electricity. So yeah, it's one of our client already. So for today's discussion, as mentioned a while ago, so we will be focusing on the notification management platform with out-of-bound alerts or IT monitoring with out-of-bound alerts. Why out-of-bound alerts? Meaning to say we can send message or we can notify a message or the IT personnel even if the internet is down. So here are some significant of IT alert during this pandemic. Of course, a real-time alert when downtime arises. So reduce system downtime, alerts early notification, minimize business operation loss, immediate SMS alert to IT engineers, reduces response time and improves system uptime. And of course, SMS alert allow mobility to IT engineers, especially during this pandemic. We're more on working from home or IT engineers or IT management are working from home or working remotely. So letting them respond quickly when needed. So those significant of IT alert, I'll be discussing more upon our discussion for other slides that we have. So IT managers' responsibility. So today, there are many IT challenges for the organization, especially during this pandemic. No one is ready to this pandemic. So IT managers' responsibilities are getting heavier every day. So we are seeing that IT companies having a lot of technologies with implemented system. Yeah, we do have a lot of devices. We do have a lot of applications that need to monitor, and IT people have over wide range of responsibilities. So for the whole organization, they need to look for the IT infrastructures like data centers, UPS, routers, switches. For IT security, so we have the firewall, the SSL VPN, the IPS applications, and of course, other client devices. So they have implemented network management as well system, management software, network monitoring system, SIEM to help in the operations. So unfortunately, with today demand of 24/7 IT operations, so IT managers are very challenged for the time, the attention, and of course to solve the issues when arise, especially right now. As mentioned a while ago, we're more on working remotely or working from home. So it's very difficult to us to notify when downtime arise if we have then no specific notification platforms. Given the demand of what life tell us as well, IT people need to manage remotely and not only in the office, but of course if you're outside in the office, especially right now. So it's very important for them to consider to look or notify notification alerts as essential platform to complete the whole IT platform in an organization. And today's discussion, we will be look into how companies can consider and why so important for them to have the very notification system for the organization. So this is the IT management workflow. So what is the IT management objective? Of course, their main objective is to maintain the uptime. So the IT manager make sure to manage all their system in a right way. So definitely, how they can do that for them to be able, they need to have a notification platform for them to be able to notify, to inform, and of course they need to respond or acknowledge the problem. Once they acknowledge, definitely they need to restore and of course resolve the issue as quickly as possible. So this is the IT management for workflow. As mentioned, their main objective is for them to maintain the uptime. So these are the sample of the management tools for the IT team. Of course, system management, network management, security management, data center or DCIM or the IT devices, virtualization management, incidents response, of course, which is very in demand right now, which is the help desk. And of course, if you have the SCADA, so what we do is definitely for you to be able again to manage all those tools or to manage all those system or to manage all those devices, you need to have an IT notification platform for you to be able to centralize and of course notify when downtime arise. So despite of all the investment and systems, so we cannot eliminate the problem. System downtime is already there. So there's no vendors that promising that our system can have 100% downtime. No. So there's no vendor promising that we will provide you uptime all the time. No. So what we do is what we can do on this matter is we can reduce, and then of course we can rectify the issue immediately if you have the notification platform, if you have the right notification platform. So how downtime affects everyone? So companies suffers as of course it has the revenue loss. So like for example, what happened in I don't do bat mounting. So what happened in BDO before? They are not no one ready during this pandemic. So I think they have 1 to 2 days or 3 days downtime. So if you are in the bank, not only in the bank, but you're more on the e-commerce or in every company, if you have downtime, if you encounter downtime for about 2 to 3 minutes, or even in an hour, so it costs the company a lot of loss to the company, and of course affect customers and reputation. So again, like for example, what happened in the BDO before. So I think they have downtime. It took 1 to 3 days. So they are customers bring out, or like for example the customers put out on the social media, they bring bad comments, and of course they created bad memes. So because social media right now, it's very powerful. Social media is very good if you use it in a right way, but it's very powerful for you to be able to um, destroy your reputations. So it a lot of customers before of BDO went to social media, put bad comments for them. So it ruins your reputations, or it affects your reputations. Another thing is loss of employee productivity. So especially right now during this pandemic, we're more or working from home. So limited resources actually. So uh, we need to perform, or we need to have an uptime all the time. So as mentioned a while ago, downtime is already given, but we need as much as possible to prevent the downtime. So it lost the employee productivity, meaning to say, as of now, we have, as mentioned a while ago, we have limited resources. We cannot go out to go to the we are not allowed to go out to go to client. So we're more on the online transactions. We're more on online. We're doing online. Okay. So what is the cost of the system downtime to your company? So right now, it costs a lot. As mentioned a while ago, it costs a lot of money. It depends on how long the downtime. So it can be $1,000, $10,000, or the worst side, it can be million of dollars. If you did not check, or if you did not alert immediately if there's already downtime in your system or in your network. So as an IT manager, what should you do? Of course, first ask yourself, is IT system important for your company? Is there an issue? How do you get informed or notified? Is your current alert system can send messages or can send reliable even when the internet is down? So we will answer all those things. We will be attend to all those things or those questions for you to be able to realize that how important the IT alert notification, especially during this downtime or during this pandemic. So how does SendQuick works? So SendQuick actually integrate and receive information for all different systems. So SendQuick is an unlimited. They can get information from your data center, from the environmental system, from the security system, SIEM, hardware, applications, or anything that able to send messages via SMTP, SNMP trap, or syslog. Again, the keyword here is via email, syslog, or SNMP trap. So we can integrate to all devices inside the data center. We can integrate to all application inside the data center, again, as long as supported by email, syslog, SNMP trap. So what we do is we will convert the email to SMS, and then we will send the SMS, or we will send the notification to the IT personnel anytime, anywhere in a short period and time. So the main thing that we can do is, especially right now, again, most of IT personnel, or most of IT managers are working from home. So what we can do is we will send you the via SMS if there's any downtime in your data center anytime, anywhere. Uh, so here are the SendQuick uses and cases. So alerts when data center faces issues like high temperature. So if you have already, like for example, the PACO or the servers check or any environmental monitoring system. So what we do is, if we integrate it to your environmental monitoring system. So if we met already that, if your system or the environmental monitoring system met already the threshold, so what we do is we will send an alert to the IT personnel or to the IT managers that the temperature inside the data center is already up, or already met the threshold that you put. And of course, notify security engineers when SIEM detected or cyber attacks, DDoS from firewalls, vulnerabilities, and many others. And of course, alarm alerts when there is an application failure, database corruption via integration to your network monitoring system, which is very important right now. So if you have already the existing network monitoring system, like for example, the SolarWinds, Watch UpGold, or any other monitoring system, so we can integrate to it. So actually we cannot we will we're not do the competition with the other network monitoring system with in the market, but we partner with them so we can integrate to them, because I believe that other network monitoring system cannot send alert via SMS, so they can alert via email. So what we do is we will convert the email to SMS for you to be able to notify where the downtime arise or other lags that you want to receive. And of course, maintain the we can also maintain the SLA, which is we can send via SMS as well. And of course, engineers requires to be alerted, informed to all areas that has monitor, which is this one is already for SCADA. So if you have the SCADA system or the management tool system, or even on the building management system, so we can integrate it as well. So SendQuick can send message to all to different platforms. So like for example, which is the only omni channel. SendQuick is an omni channel messaging as mentioned a while ago. So we can send via SMS. We can send via social messaging platform as a your option. And of course, we already have the collaboration with the other tools like Slack, Telegram, or MS Team. So though or even email as well, we can do it. We can do email as well. So again, we can send SendQuick has a lot to offer. So we can send in different we can send in different areas. So it depends on you which you prefer that you want to receive the alert when downtime arise. So how IT alert help businesses? Immediate response to system issues, of course, reduce system downtime, as mentioned a while ago, alerts for early to notification, and of course, minimize business operation loss. Especially right now, we're more on deliveries, we're more on the e-commerce. So we need to have, at much as possible, 100% uptime. But again, downtime is already given, but we cannot eliminate, but we can reduce the downtime if you have the perfect notification platforms. So SendQuick Alert Plus, as mentioned a while ago, so SendQuick has a lot to offer, but as mentioned a while ago, we will be focusing on the SendQuick Alert Plus, which is designed for IT monitoring system. So our system is a plug and play. It's an appliance, but we do have also cloud-based. So plug and play is very, meaning to say it's very easy to use. Policy-based SMS text gateway appliance. So meaning to say we can customize all the message, or we can customize the message. So like for example, you have different servers, like for example you have server 1, server 2, servers 2, 3. You have different router, you have different switches. So what we can do is, like for example, we can customize the message that you want to receive. So server 1 IP address is down. Server 2, then we can put the IP address if you want is down. So something like that. So we can customize the message that you want to receive. And of course, supports as mentioned a while ago, we can integrate to the different devices inside your data center, different applications inside your data center, especially if you have the network monitoring system. So as long as the keyword here is as long as supported by SMTP, SMP trap, and syslogs. So again, as we can integrate as long as supported by SMTP, SNMP trap, and syslog. Any devices, any application inside the data center. Of course, wide rate messaging options to mobile phones when you receive the notifications. Two-way with reminders and escalation features. So meaning to say we can escalate. So like for example, if the IT managers don't want to receive the message first, so we can send first to the IT personnel that you have. And then afterwards, if there's no acknowledgement to the IT personnel, we can send to the IT managers after 3 minutes, after 5 minutes, and so on. So it depends on the configuration that you want. So, and of course, built-in, we have a built-in SMTP email gateway. This is why I mentioned a while ago. You can integrate it to your if you have already network monitoring system, you have already the building management system or other system tools that you have, so we can integrate to them for you to be able to notify via SMS. So notification platform with SMS alert is very significant right now. As mentioned a while ago, even if you are working from home, you still need to maintain or to manage all the system inside your data center, and of course maintain the uptime in your network. Another thing is we are fully compatible to all security or network management devices. So if you want also to monitor and then you want to have an alert to your security system and network systems, so we can integrate it as well. Again, as long as supported by SMTP, SNMP Trap, and Syslag. Another thing is if you want to maintain the 100 not 100% or 99% uptime, so we support the high availability as an optional upgrade for you. And of course, we can do also via ping. So if there are system that is not supported by SMTP, SNMP Trap, or Syslog, we can do ping as well. And then of course, for the network monitoring site, if you want to monitor as well, we can, if you don't have the existing network monitoring system, we can do port check, URL check, and ping check as well. So I skip this one. So to sum it up, Sendquick is central and enterprise messaging system delivering message to all mobile devices. So as mentioned a while ago, it's very simple. Our system is very simple, but it's very useful and very significant, especially during this downtime. So we can integrate to the different applications that you have. We can integrate to the different devices inside your data center or data center environmental management, network monitoring system, and other management, other system or tools that you have and other devices that you have. As long as supported that SNMP, SNMP Trap, or Syslag, or via API as well. So what we'll do is we will centralize the communication, and then it's up to you. How do you want to receive the alert if the downtime arise? Maybe we can send via social messaging platform, as mentioned a while ago. We can send via cloud as well. And of course, it's very in demand right now. We can send via SMS through modem. So that's how our SendQuick works. So that's how we can integrate to the different devices inside your data center or different applications inside your data center. So this is the network overview that we have. So we can integrate to the different infrastructures that you have, like for example, again, UPS, infrastructure monitoring system, anti-spam and content filtering, web surveillance, intrusion prevention system, which is the IPS, firewall, and so on, email server, database server, or application server. So what we do, connect to the switch, configure the IP address. It's very simple. And then if there is the downtime arise, we will send alert to you via SMS. But if you want also via email, that would be possible as well. So we do the email filtering. We have the email filtering features, which we can filter all the messages that you want to receive. So if you want to receive the critical via SMS, so we can do it as well if you want to receive it via SMS. So we can send even if the internet is down because we're after switch actually. So SendQuick is very suitable for all the industries. So even though if you're in the real estate, even though if you're in a construction company, even you're in finance company and so on, and a manufacturing company, so it's very suitable for you to monitor your data center or to monitor your tools inside your inside your network or your data center. That's the end of my presentation. Maybe people, we can now proceed to the question and answer.
Thank you for your presentation, Miss Beth. We actually learned so much to your presentation and of course our attendees too. Indeed, SendQuick IT Alerts has been very useful, especially to the existing clients that are currently using it. Although right now, We don't have any white paper locally here for the Philippines, but we have dozens that is applicable, and we may be able to share it with you guys. By the way, we do have a couple of questions in the chat box. Let me read some of the questions from one of our attendees. Does it integrate to ticketing system and create incident tickets automatically? Miss Beth? Sir Jonathan?
Yeah. Yes, sir. We can integrate it to your system, as mentioned a while, to ticketing system, as mentioned a while ago. As long as your ticketing system is supported by email or SMTP, SNMP Trap or Syslog. But I believe for the ticketing system, via email. So yeah, that's it.
All right. So technically for the ticketing system, since it can be received through email, we can use the email to SMS conversion, right, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. We will
If I'm correct.
yeah, we
Yeah.
will convert the email to SMS to
SMS.
notification. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So by the time the user received by the time the IT administrator received the ticket on his email, he'll also
Yes.
receive it simultaneously at his cell phone as well. And through that, I think we can create a filtering wherein if the IT admin reply a certain keyword on the send quick device using his SMS, certain features will be triggered as well. Okay, we have another questions. Do we need to install an agent on the platforms we need to monitor? And yeah, if sending SMS, does it incur charges? Is the Omni messaging part of the module, or it's a separate feature to purchase? Does it integrate with automation tools like Workato? Miss Beth and Jonathan, maybe we can share some
Uh,
insights on this one.
okay. People kindly rephrase on the first one. Omni-channel messaging lang narinig ko, sorry.
Sorry.
Oo.
The next question actually is, do we need to install an agent on the
Okay.
platforms we need to monitor? Is
Okay.
there a specific
Sige.
software
Okay.
required?
Actually, sir, no need, no need. So, if for you to be able to, as mentioned a while ago, for you to be able to monitor all your devices inside the data center, you don't need to have any other software. So, we will just integrate it to your devices inside the center via SMTP or application inside your data center as long as supported by SMTP. So, what we do is our SNMP trap process log. So, what we do is we will convert all these logs or if the downtime arise already, so it will alert you via SMS. We will just convert the system or your, like for example, if you have any device, like for example the server, so it will trigger an alert via email to our system, and then we will convert it to SMS and it will send to you. So ganun lang yung process natin. SNMP version supported. So we'll double check for that for the SNMP supported version for the version supported. But let us know as well kung ano yung SMTP nyo, sir. And then for the lastly for the omni-channel messaging, sir, for the IT alerts notification, it's an additional actually the license is additional, but we have one device that is already included. So which is we call it SendQuick and Terra. So but the SendQuick and Terra, sir, it's not only focus on the IT monitoring system. It also have the SMS broadcasting, meaning to
Broadcast.
yeah, SMS broadcast. So like for example, if you want to do broadcasting notifications, alert notifications, or mass SMS messaging that you want to, like for example, if you want to do an announcement, and then of course if you want to do IT alerts notifications, so it's already in the Entera site. But for the Send Quick Alert Plus, for the IT monitoring system alone, it's an additional license for the MIM or social messaging platform.
Yes. I think we have an question wherein if sending SMS, does it incur charges? Yes, sir. Um,
Uh,
Similar
no, no, no.
to yes,
Ay,
ma'am.
yeah, for the SMS, sir, for the appliance base, so we don't charge SMS. You just put the SIM card for it. So you saw the appliance base on my on my presentation a while ago. So we just put the modem and then put the SIM card, and then that's it. Ready to go to send the SMS. You just put a SIM card on it. And then we don't charge, maybe if ever may plan kayo or may postpaid plan, so yun lang yung yun lang yung babayaran nyo. And then the SMS
Yes,
that
and ma'am.
charges, no, we don't charge.
Yes. Okay. Do we have any questions left? Actually, I do have a question here, Miss Beth.
Okay.
Um, where is it? Okay. Is there a limit on the number of users that can access the SendQuick GUI?
No, sir. Everyone can access as long as authorized by the IT personnel, or as long as authorized. Yeah. So there's no limit.
Okay, as long as the super admin allows it, right? Miss Beth?
Yes, yes.
Tama. Okay. Do you have okay. Um is license per device, and another question, do you have API to integrate with customized system? Good
Uh,
questions.
Yes, yes. For the license of the device, no, as much as we can we can accommodate up to 250 devices. So the good thing about it, if you want to monitor if you have, like, for example, remote offices, so as long as connected to the VPN, and then nakikita sila sa isang network, so you can do the monitoring as well. And then for the API, for the other system, yes, we do have API, and it's for free. So we support HTTP post, XML, JSON, JDBC, FTP, PHP, and so on.
All right. It's very clear. SendQuick is very flexible as long as the applications are API capable.
Just additional, sir, so baka maguluhan kayo. So all the features that I had discussed a while ago, it's already included in one box, sir. So you don't need to add additional license for this device, add additional license for this device. No. So it's everything is included. We can support up to 250 devices. And but the thing is, on additional license only for the MIM, or the social messaging platform.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
All right. What applications can we integrate to the IT alert server appliance? Well, first, those applications that are API, those have with API integration. SendQuick is very capable. Also, some applications that can send email alerts to the IT admin. We can also convert those email alerts into SMS alerts simultaneously.
And then people, magbigay din ng insight. So this is Jonathan
All right.
Acosta, one of the pre-sales po ng SendQuick. Na maganda rin po sa product po natin is towards po sa mga APIs. Mga example nun is, for example, SolarWind na mga um, softwares in which yung ating SendQuick is magsaserve siya as a gateway doon sa mga alerts na sinesend ng applications. Ko-convert niya, it's via email or SMS. Yun
All
lang po.
right. All right. And just let me add then, and uh I'll just like to confirm na then with Miss Beth. We can also filter the alerts that we would want to receive on our SMS, because not all alerts hindi lahat ng alerts is mission critical, we can actually filter which type of alerts and which alerts can we receive through our SMS. Am I right, Miss Beth?
Yes, yeah, you're right, Pipo. Yes,
Yeah.
we can filter all the messages para naman or all the logs. So para naman po
Yes.
hindi kayo ma-fed up if
Para
ever
hindi ma-spam, right?
yeah, ma-send lahat sa inyo ng logs. So we can filter whichever you want
Mm.
na ma-receive lang na alert po.
Okay. Actually, we have another good question here, Miss Beth. Can it
Yeah.
integrate with Active Directory?
Yes,
So,
possible. Yes, possible.
yo, yes, possible siya to be integrated for any Active Directory within your infrastructure or system applications.
Mm-mm.
We actually have a lot of uh, use case, but most of it is currently in the uh, from Singapore and Malaysia because I believe Talariacs
Ah,
originated in Singapore and a lot of applications
so,
has been.
just an additional din, sir. If you have existing applications, I think someone already discussed this a while ago. Like for example, you have the ERP system, HRIS system, ERP system, and of course, and other systems that you have. So, as mentioned a while ago, we have the API, so we can integrate it as well to those different applications
Yes.
or your homegrown applications. We do have as well. Yeah.
Can we secure SendQuick appliance by applying MFA?
MFA. Can you elaborate what is
I think Miss Beth MFA is multi-factor authentication.
okay, for the I think we cannot support the multi-factor authentication. Yeah.
Okay. But we do have a SendQuick appliance, right, ma'am? That focuses on actually it's a two-factor authentication.
Yeah,
It's a separate appliance, but its application is mostly applications for the banks. Yung
uh,
mga 2FAs.
yes. So we have yeah, you're right. Such as changes in users attribute. Okay. People, I think there's another question.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Is it possible to notify events such changes in user attributes in Active Directory? So,
Okay.
more like monitoring ang
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mangyayari, ma'am.
Yes. So if you have the management tool already for that, sir, like for example, sila SolarWinds kasi yung nakakagawa nun, that or even the or other network monitoring system. So if ever, sir, actually for the logs na inside the Active Directory, so we cannot monitor already. But the if you have the other management tool, the we can integrate to those other management tool na lang for you to be able to receive the alert. But for the managing insight to that, we cannot integrate. We cannot monitor. Yeah, SIA can be integrated. Yeah.
Can it integrate to SIEM tools?
Yes, possible. Yes, possible, sir. Yeah. Actually, as mentioned a while ago, we can do such as Splunk. So I'm not familiar with, sorry, sir, I'm not familiar with Splunk. But yeah, would be possible, sir, actually. But if you have already, sir, as mentioned a while ago, yung mga network monitoring tools, like for example, sila SolarWinds or sila WatchUp Pool, so they can do that. And then what we do is we will just um send the logs or yeah, the or we will filter the logs for you or send the
Mhm.
message to you for the notification.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think those are a lot of questions. Good questions. All of the questions are very insightful. We have learned a lot.
Additional, sir, yeah, additional lang
Yeah.
people. We can also do the port check, sir. Port check, URL check, and of course the ping check.
Active ping check, right? Yung mga active checking of the ports. Um, yeah, very insightful presentation and Q&A. Very productive. I just wanted to remind everyone to please try filling up the feedback form.
Ah,
Okay, we do have a follow-up question. Port check like if a personnel accidentally blocks a port in firewall.
so,
Miss Beth?
what do you mean, sir? Maa-alert po kayo? Yun ba yung mean? Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
possible,
kapag
sir.
ano. Ah,
Yes, possible.
Actually, sir, let me share with you then. Previously, um, we did a test uh, with the PoE switch wherein there are IP cameras connected to the PoE switch, and we integrated the send quick on the setup. So what happens is whenever we disconnect an IP camera, uh, we are using the port check. So for a specific port on the PoE switch, whenever it is disconnected, it can be traced and monitored by the send quick. And at the same time, it will send an SMS alert to us wherein camera number 4 has been disconnected or unavailable. It depends on the message format that you will use. So those are just some types of the testings that we have done, and ping checks as well. In a corporate setting wherein if there are desktops and laptops connected to the ethernet or to the network using LAN cables, whenever there's a disconnection, whenever there's a desktop that has been disconnected to the workstations, it can be also monitored. It can be tracked by the SendQuick appliance as long as we set the parameters already for it. We set the rules and the parameters. And via real time, we can also receive it. And actually, the SendQuick appliance is very intuitive and uh, uh, self-learning as well, because um, there's a time wherein, for example, here in the Philippines, we do have intermittent internet connections. Not necessarily that whenever we have an intermittent internet connection or network connectivity, at least by 1 second or 2 second, it will send an SMS alert to the IT admin. Usually we can set for how long before the send quick sends an alert to the IT admin. Kunyari, 5 minutes nang hindi nate-trace ng SendQuick yung port number 33 on this POS switch. Kunyari, we set it up to 5 minutes. Yes, we can set an interval. So by 5 minutes, that's the time that the SendQuick will send the alert to the SMS. We actually tried that before. Uh, I think the minimum Miss Bet is I think 3 minutes or 5 minutes, no? We
Five
can set,
minutes.
yeah,
Five
five
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes lang. It depends on the client.
Uh, so
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah.
So if you want to test, sir, the system, actually we do have demo unit here, right, people? So
Yes,
we're open
yes.
for POC.
Yes. Someone can also stop the trigger. Yes, sir. We can actually once the IT administrator receives the SMS alert, he or she can send a reply or a feedback depending
Acknowledge.
yes, an acknowledgement reply to the number dun sa SIM card na naka-register dun sa SendQuick. Once na nag-reply siya na yes, I acknowledge, or depending on the keyword that you will use, the send quick will stop sending the alerts now to the IT admin. Then that means that the IT personnel or the IT administrator has already acknowledged the downtime, the network downtime or the issue. All right. Do we have any more questions? Okay. Just give a minute for last minute questions. And while we're waiting, final reminder, by the end of this webinar, there's a giveaway for everyone who attended this webinar for a Grab food voucher. So it's very easy, very simple to join in. Just fill up the feedback form located in the chat box, and once we have it, our admins here on the webinar will be able to see who was able to fill up the feedback forms. Okay, I think yeah, that's the end of our question and answer portion. We do have a lot of insightful questions and new knowledge regarding integration, alert notification, and API integration as well. Again, so I would like to thank everyone for your time despite the weather. And thank you, Miss Beth, for your wonderful presentation. We learned so much. And of course, if ever you guys would like to book a demo, an online demo with us, online POC, or a one-on-one session with us along with our principal, feel free to contact us. Here is my contact details. You can find it on the screen, and feel free to send me an email, and we'll keep in touch with you as soon as possible. All right. I think that wraps up our webinar. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day. And have
Thank
a
you.
happy weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, people. Thank you.